If you knew you were going to die in 30 days, what would you do differently? And I can imagine that on the top of that list is that you would work on your relationships, especially those that are close to you, your family, close friends. Because maybe you have been a workaholic like me. And if I was going to die in 30 days, it would hit me. I will not be there for my family. Think about that. The times that we spent wasted on trivial things instead of investing in the relationships. The foolish arguments you had over nonsense. But that is going to be a video for another day. Because as a pastor, I hope that the main relationship, the number one relationship that you would work on in the next 30 days if you knew you were going to die is your relationship with God. Because when you die, the answer to that question, where will you spend eternity, must be answered. And I'm not here to scare you. I'm not. I want you to follow God because you recognize and understand that for God so loved you that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him, trust in him, will not perish, but have everlasting life. And because of that, you want to follow him. So how do I do that? How do I focus? How do I build that relationship in the next 30 days? Well, Jesus gave us the answer in John 15. He says in verse 5, I'm the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Because apart from me, you can do nothing. He says, remain in me. So how do you remain with someone? Well, you have to communicate. And so for me, what I do is the first thing in the morning when I wake up, I go to my office, I bring my Bible, and I open up the Word of God and I allow the Word of God to speak to me. But then I, in turn, pray and I speak to God. And one of the things that I do is I talk to him like a friend. So I share my disappointments. I share my frustration. And if I was really dying in 30 days, you better believe I would be, why am I dying? Right? I would express that frustration. But the other thing I do is I confess. And see, confession is when you admit that you did something wrong and that you have no power to forgive yourself. And so you confess it to God, asking for forgiveness, but you're also asking him to help you so that you don't commit that sin again. And the promise is that if you do that you're going to bear fruit. And what is that fruit? That fruit is his character being reproduced in you so that now other people will get to know Jesus because they see Jesus in you. So in the next 30 days, if I was dying, what I would do differently is that I will continue making my relation with God a priority. First thing, not the last thing. I will go to his word. I will pray to him. I will confess. I will share my frustrations and my disappointments, but also what I'm grateful for. And if I was really dying, every day, you better believe, every day, I would look at it as a gift. And I will thank him for allowing me to live another day. Imagine if we would really do that every day. I think our relationships, not only with God, but our relationships with everyone else would be different. And that's my thought as I reflect on what I would do differently if I was going to die in 30 days. I'll see you next time. God bless.